Yo, welcome back to the BlkPrint.
Man, we back.
we back. End of the year. ASF List, Ain't Shit Funny List is on point. It's your boy J5 with, of course,
Josh Pease, Ain't Shit Funny. It's only right, man.
Exactly.
Had to come back for the end of the year kickoff. Man.
Exactly.
It's not the end of the year recap, but it's also the kickoff. I feel like when I always think of the end of the year, any year beyond even doing a list, I just think of it as like the start of something new. I don't think of it as the start of something ending.
Yeah.
So I'm excited to start something new.
Yeah, and we'll be talking about all the new, all the old, all the things that have passed for this list. Obviously, by the time you listen to this or you're watching this on YouTube, of course, shout out to everybody on YouTube, the list will be out. It will be out there. But what's going to be important for this, for our patrons who have already seen the list, you guys get it early. You guys obviously get to hear Josh's thoughts on the list, our conversation about the list. You get it first. You know, so that is the advantage.
Yeah, we give you the science, man. We bring you guys into the lab, showing you how it comes together, why it even came together, and just some of my selections and the reasoning. So
I mean, I guess just to kick it off, welcome back. You know what I'm saying? Like I think a big conversation point or a question for our patrons and shit like that is like, are you and Josh still cool? Are you and Josh okay? I'm like, I talk to Josh a lot.
Yeah, we talk damn near every day, if not every other day. No, it's still cool. And I mean, it's funny. People I talk to that are fans of the show, they be like, yo, when you coming back? What's going on? I'm just like, man, I haven't been in a space to be a podcaster of sorts. Even doing this right now feels a little
it's foreign.
Yeah, it feels a little foreign. I got sunglasses on, so it's different. The lights are bright.
I think, and I say this all the time to people who do ask, I'm like, for the time that we've almost 3 years did BlkPrint straight up every other week we did 2 shows, 3 shows, 4 shows. I always say like the fact that I got Josh, the most busiest nigga I know in the world, to slow down for 2 hours every other week and to really put forth effort into that. Like, I'm blessed. Like, it's blessed to just be able to kick that off. And the things that we did was like iconic. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was like, he's technically never left. Like, he never quit.
Yeah.
So, like,
and it's funny. The wild thing is, I be tapped into the Patreons every drop. I'll listen to every episode. I'll be in the comments still talking shit.
Exactly.
So I'm still here in spirit and just shit in person. Just for me, it's just I kind of had to just slow down completely. Yeah. And just take some time off. But I'm back, homecoming.
Yeah, and again, he's been here through every step of it. I literally asked him, "Hey, can we Don't Steal This podcast? Is it okay?" Like, I asked for his blessing.
Yeah, no, that's the thing. Like, and that's why like when people ask me about it, I'm like, ain't no change. I'm still here. But yeah, I'm glad to be back in this seat. This is my first time in this seat, actually.
Yeah, the first time in the seat.
Yeah, man. This and is our a whole production now. Yeah, it feels great, man. This is dope, man. Thank you. Congrats, and I love what you guys are building. I love what you guys have built. It's a beautiful thing to see. I think, when we started out doing this, we were on Zoom. Yeah. Then we were in like my living room. Yeah. Then we were in your living room. Yeah. So it's like we've moved and morphed in so many different ways. Yeah. And yes, I'm glad to be here right now.
Yeah, it's great. So just he's back, y'all. He's here. Yeah. Anybody who's asking, he's here. Okay.
Now we just need Amazon to bring Amp back.
Yeah. Hey, come on, man.
Such a good idea, man.
Such a great idea that was just I think back and it pops up when we were on the billboard so often. On my memories instead on my phone. iPhone has like memories of your friends. Like, it pops up and I'm like, man, you tend to forget about shit like that. Like, life moves so fast, and I think there were points when like I was looking for a new gig that I was like, I forgot what I had done before. That just kind of points it back to like, yo, like, you have been here, you've been there, you know what I mean? You've been him, and you did it with your friends, you did it with your boys, and I never forget that. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so it's super important. But let's get into the list because we got a lot to talk about.
Man, it's going to be a doozy.
We got special guests. We got conversation. Yep. Obviously, all back. Before we start, I want to ask you, like, what was the philosophy behind this year's list? Obviously, last year, we weren't able to kind of do the list and ask you this question, but I always like to ask you whenever we do these shows, what was your philosophy behind this year's list?
Man, the first thing that came to mind, you asked me, that was just like, don't forget anything or anybody. Yeah. I think, as I put this list together, I feel like there's always some things that fall through the cracks. Yeah. But this year in particular, I'm about to drop a little bombshell here. I'm putting out a book with the list this year. Mm-hmm. So this year I had to get it done a little earlier than usual. Yeah. So I was like, man, I just got to make sure I get everything, and anything that happens after this point is just run off.
Yeah.
There's a few things that happen after this point. You got like 21 Savage, Fuck the Streets.
Yeah.
That would absolutely make my list. Like, it didn't make my list this year, but yeah, things like that happen. Even Jake Paul getting knocked out.
Yeah.
I'm like, damn, Jake Paul and Andrew Tate in the same weekend. Yeah. That would absolutely make the list.
That's like a cultural shift too. Like that happening in one weekend is like a cultural shift, because it's like, I say this all the time. It's like, remember last year this time it was him versus Mike Tyson, and after he won, he said all of this shit, and everyone was like, damn, it's really over for everything. And then 1 year later, he broke his fucking jaw in both places.
It's just crazy.
Had to get his teeth taken out. It's like, yo, like just in 1 year, it shows you how the page can turn, and everything that was felt upside down can be right side up. So,
and that's a metaphor for life. I think, looking back at this year's list, there's a lot of things on there that are like, I wouldn't say political, but just like things that are just not on the right side of history. Yeah. And, things turn around. So I want people to be hopeful coming out of this year. But all in all with the list for me, it's just, don't forget,
right?
Like, make sure you capture everything. And, this year's list feels a little longer than usual. But it's just that so much shit happened on the low.
Yeah.
And things happen, and it's like you either felt it or you didn't. But they happen. Yeah. And I want to make sure I captured that.
Would you say that like that's kind of what defines the year? Is like there was no slowdown, there was no turn off, there was no off button.
Yeah, no. Yeah, no, like you're absolutely right. I think about just how the year started for Los Angeles natives and just people around, the US, the fires.
Yeah.
And from there it was shit. The fire's been blazing since.
Yeah, for sure. Like it hasn't stopped at all. Again, like we started with fires. We're ending with this podcast, and like all of that stuff. Like it's again full circle,
man.
Full circle.
You know what's crazy though? It's like this is random as fuck. We finally got the Epstein files.
Yeah, I know.
Shit is crazy out here, bro. And Chris Tucker's all in that motherfucker.
Again, I hate to bring this back. Josh always good for one.
It's just crazy that we find, like, dude, we've been talking about this for at least 2 years.
Yeah, that is true. I mean, like, even Bill Clinton and trying to pull the Uno reverse, like, yeah, there are corrupt niggas in there. Even though you right there.
Versace.
Oh, what would you say, like, is one thing that was kind of unexpected or people wouldn't probably expect that came out of this list?
Unexpected.
I think there's a couple of things, but
I don't know, man. For me, it's like I never feel like anything's unexpected. Let me take a quick scan of that list real quick, because for me, it's like, yo, these are things that happened that we went through as a family.
Yeah.
So I never feel like anything's unexpected. I think when I look at the list, like here's just the first thing that caught my eye was the Chanel Vans.
Yeah.
Who would think the Vans would make the list? Like the year that Vans had and just putting out those Chanel Vans, like I was like, oh shit, like y'all kind of figured it out there. So something like that. But yeah, I don't know if it's unexpected exactly. I just think it's just like, newcomers and new people and new things.
Yeah, new things, especially as we roll into culture. I want to start this conversation about the list off with culture. And for real, like this year, it felt like culture was more exposed, like less aspirational, but more like, okay, it's just right there out there for you. It's like, okay, you choose to develop this, or you choose to interact with this, or you don't. And I think that we saw the internet kind of combined with like the economy, the conversation economy, the social economy, like streamers having awards that like take up conversation. You know what I mean? Like everything collided this year in a way that it just felt like it hasn't before.
Yeah, no, that's a good point. I think now it's like we're overexposed.
Yeah, absolutely.
As a community, I was laughing the other day. I was looking at it might have been ESPN, one of the big sports accounts called Kevin Love Unk.
Yeah.
And it just was like so funny because like Unk is such a thing that came from the community, the culture.
I mean, it's AV.
Yeah. I never use that term.
It's AV. It's AV. African American vernacular. What did
that not come from the community? Yeah. But yeah, I saw they called Kevin Love Unk. And it was so funny to me because it's like, there's no such thing as a white unk.
Yeah, no, you're uncle.
Yeah, it's uncle.
You're the uncle.
I say we're overexposed because like anything we do, the world sees.
Yeah, and it's immediate. It's like literally if there's a popular to fuck the streets, it's like it's out there.
And to that point, it's not just your city sees it or your United States sees it. The world sees it. Like I'm pretty sure in Russia, they're talking about fuck the streets right now. like they're arguing like Young Thug's a snitch, Gunna's a snitch, but they knew, like, I just know, like, that's a thing that they're talking about around the world. So we're overexposed, man, and as a culture, sometimes I think to myself, like, how do you hide it a little bit? Or at least if we're going to be so exposed, how do you how do you monetize it better?
Monetize it earlier, but in terms of exposure, how do we move slower? It's we're moving into like new platforms. They're spending so much billions of dollars in the AI just so that this only strengthens that instead of makes it non-exposed. So like it would take a bubble to burst, I think, for things to go back to how it was.
Bubble to burst, but I also think it's about us. I have a lot of thoughts about AI. We're gonna get to that at some point. I think it takes a bubble to burst, but it also takes us to look at these things that we consider negatives or things that we aren't so attuned to. And use them as tools. That's how I feel about AI. Every day, like anytime any new AI thing drop, I'm on it because I'm like, I got to figure out how to use this shit because it's gonna be the way of life soon. Like we already kind of see it in the smallest ways. You know, your phone now is like asking you, like, hey, do you need AI to help proofread this? Like a year ago, that was like unheard of. Now it's like just a regular. So for me, it's like, how do I use this to my advantage? And
I think with AI, it's a lot of throwing shit at the wall right now. Not all good, obviously, but some of it actually helping out, like marketing and digital and things like that.
To your point about the bubble bursting, I think about the .com bubble and how there was a lot of throwing shit at the wall. It's like, I'm going to buy Google.com. And then it's like eventually, oh shit, Google.com is worth something.
Exactly.
Yahoo.com is worth something. So,
and then there was like a thinning out after the burst. It was like, okay, not all of that didn't work, but like Ask Jeeves worked. You know what I'm saying? Yahoo search engines is where it started.
Ask Jeeves is funny.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's what I remember. It was like that was like AI back in the internet was AI to us back in the day, and obviously dating myself here, but like that was like the unspoken, unheard of frontier where it was like, how do we monetize this? How do we make it? And search engines was the thing. You put ads in there, and they were sponsored, and that's how you got revenue from views and clicks. They haven't found a way to make AI to monetize it yet.
A few people have. I mean, there's different ways people are using it for music and different things. And like, I even look at the AI artists. Like I heard the AI artist with the diss song.
That shit's crazy.
And Wale was even in the video. I'm like, shit. All right, AI artist, AI R&B singer. Psh, watch what I come with next.
K-pop demon hunters, man. Niggas thought they was AI. Niggas thought they was AI.
Nah, those are real artists.
Yeah, I know they're real artists.
They about to get up there and win Grammys and be up there like, damn, I thought she was Korean.
But the first thing I want to talk about from that is short form video as a lifestyle, and it was like really just like short form video wasn't just content. It became like how people would shop, how people would learn, how people would socialize with things. It's like TikTok became really what can I say, the arc of all of this year.
Yeah, no, I just like, for me, very early in the year, I was like, oh, this is going to be on the list. And exactly how I put it, like short form video as a lifestyle. Because there's so many people now who post like they're influencers, but aren't influencers. Like just regular people, just regular jobs, but it's like they have a tripod and they're setting it up as they take the groceries out the car and as they get dressed. Everybody doesn't get ready with me now. Everybody.
Ashton Hall made a lifestyle.
But people who aren't even fly. It's just like people who are just like, get ready with me as a single mom. Get ready with me. Like, it's just so many get ready with me types now. And it's like, man, it's just crazy. It's like, you're not, like, some people aren't even trying to be influencers or monetize it. They're just, it's a lifestyle now.
Right.
So, and I see it out. Like, I'll go to my local grocery store and I'm like, why is there a tripod in the middle of the parking lot?
No way you've seen that.
I've seen that before.
That's crazy.
I've seen tripods, like going to the gym, I've seen tripod, which is a little different and a little earlier in the adoption of it all, but
I haven't seen tripod yet. I haven't seen it yet. But if I do, I'm gonna be like, because I see kids in the parking lot of the fucking the pavilions over in Burbank. There's kids in the parking lot of that shit doing TikTok dance.
Oh yeah, they're doing the little. Shit's funny, man.
But like, it's like, but is there a level? Do you feel like in 2026, like a lot of things we talk about here, I'm gonna bring it to 2026 to see if these are things that will be something that we'll talk about, something that can make the list next year. Like, do you see a burnout of it, or do you see like people being dependent on it even more next year?
No, I think people will be dependent on it even more. I think it comes with the shift of the algorithm.
The
algorithm credits are more reels and video.
Yeah.
So, you know, everyone wants to get the dopamine hit.
Yeah.
So they're like, okay, I'm gonna make a reel and a video now.
I like long form still, man. Maybe it's just me. I still like long form video.
I mean, for me, I'm trying to think, because I'm not really a consumer of either. I mean, for me, like, well, on YouTube now, I'm in this new thing where I watch YouTube documentaries.
As do I.
I watch
video
so
essays.
many.
Video
it's like
essays.
this dude Johnny Harris and like this dude Christopher on YouTube, and I just watch their documentaries. Like, it's not video essays; they do like investigative journalism.
Yeah.
On all different type of shit. Like one I watched the other night was just like the issues between India and China. I didn't even know they had issues.
Yeah,
I'm like, oh shit, I'm
big
like, damn,
issues.
I caught up.
Yeah.
I'm like learning something now. So
Right.
for long form content, to me, it's like I don't. And this is just me. I'm an outlier in it all. I really don't want to watch anyone's day in a life.
Yeah.
Like I don't want to. Like that's why I never really got into the streaming thing. Like
Yeah.
I see clips. Like I like when I see like when Kevin Hart, Drewski, and Kai Cenat do it. I like
Only
that.
time I interact with Kai is during those streams, because we know that that's a proven commodity. We know that we know what we're getting when we tune into it. Most often than not, like I think right now, Agent, one of his boys, is in the Arctic.
That's like
just freezing himself.
Yeah, I can't like DDG. I'm not about to watch what DDG does on a daily basis.
Right.
But he just did this thing where he's like interviewing his haters. Have you seen
Yeah,
this?
I saw that.
Crying. Like, this is hilarious. This is TV. So long form content for me is not something I consume. Short form content, I damn near look at anybody's shit.
Yeah.
Because it's like, it's just there. It's a couple seconds. So it's like, I'm looking at the get ready with me for the swim coach in Arkansas. Like, I'm just like, it's like, I'm just going to watch it just because it's there.
But it's also like there's an element of like unreality to it too.
Oh,
Where it's like, there's no way mornings like this, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean,
all the sponsored shit, like even like some of the influencers, like we got the logo right there in the camera. Like,
I'm laughing because like I saw Get Ready With Me. I don't even know what this woman did. It was like one of them, like, I don't even think she's like an IG model.
Yeah.
But she was just doing a Get Ready With Me, and you know, she gets up out of the bed and she sits in her bed and she like spreads her cheek as she sits on the bed. And like I'm like I saw it and I'm just like, whatever. But I'm looking at the comments and they like, did you really have to do that? Like all the comments are like calling her out on that.
They always know. They always know.
So it's like, I don't know. But it just goes back to my point. Like, I don't know what that woman is. I don't even think she's a OnlyFans model, whatever it is. But she's at the point where she wants that dopamine hit. So she's gonna do the things that these people do to get that
Dependence.
So it's tough. But to answer your question, yes, this will absolutely be happening in 26.
Next talking point, the sneaker market. We talk about sneakers a lot on this show.
Yeah.
Sneaker market crashing. I think this year the resale bubble officially popped, and you knew it popped because you saw so many white and Asian people on TikTok saying, "Why can't I sell these Jordan 1s? Are Jordan 1s dead? Are Yeezys dead? Look at the cost of it in 23." And I look at it today, and I look at that and I say, "Good, motherfucker.
Yeah.
I can find sneakers on the shelf. That's a good thing."
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
I have so many thoughts on that one because, like, I don't know what year it was. It might have been like 21, 22 maybe, when all these stores started popping up in the malls where they had
Resale stores.
Yeah, the resale stores, but they would have like white and green dunks, like white and purple dunks, white and yellow dunks.
The pandas.
They had all the pandas, and then they would have like the Jordan 1s, and like then they had the clothes. The clothes would be like Cactus Jack clothing and like all the merch stuff and all the hype shit. But it was like so many of these stores. Like before, when I was younger, there was maybe one or two of these stores. Yeah. And they had a variety of things, but now it's just these stores that exclusively sold that, and they were at like every single mall.
And there's like 2 or 3 in the mall.
I was gonna say, now it's like 2 in the mall.
Topanga has like 3.
Yeah.
Burbank Town Center has like 3. It's insane how many of there are.
So I just look at that. I'm like, damn, like that was never gonna be sustainable.
Yeah.
And that's not even like the sneaker market. But when I thought about putting this on the list, I thought about, you know, the shoes that set this year, the shoes that came out and people just didn't even care about, and then the shoes that people did care about. And it just went topsy-turvy. I think, you know, gone are the days when you would buy whatever shoes and be like, I'm gonna hold on to this. This is gonna appreciate in value.
Yeah.
Now it's like, I gotta sell this before they go wide release.
Yeah.
Like I gotta get my shit early and sell them early. I gotta go and stock. Like that's kind of the move now for like reselling sneakers.
Because there were a couple of pairs this year that I feel like actually did break apart from the mold where I could not walk in and find them. unfortunately, the Jordan 11 Gammas sold out everywhere. Had fights and shit. They took it back.
It's so interesting to me because I'm not a Gamma fan.
In 2013, you couldn't find a nigga that wanted those Gammas, but this year they wanted it back. The Black Cat 4s actually did really well. They sold out everywhere. I couldn't walk in and go get them. And I really think things like the in terms of limited in stature, like the Undefeated 4s actually did what they were set out to do, and that was sell out. And those ended up being like some of people's favorite pairs of the year. I mean, we got the white cement 4s that came out again this year, and they pretty much were sitting. I got mine the day they came out. And I just walked into them all and got them and walked out. And I was like, that's how it's supposed to be.
Well, and to that point, I think about the shoes that sit. I'm like, man, back in the day, Great 5s were not sitting anywhere. They were sitting this year. I'm like, damn, I bought them thinking I'm a good, like, if I need to flip these real quick, I can flip them. Like, I'm just going to wear these shits.
And then if you didn't get them and they did sell out, you can go on StockX right now and
get them below retail.
Yeah, below or a little bit over retail. And it's like, it reminds me of when the bubble first burst after COVID. And I remember we were all at home just buying up sneakers. I was like, I just got this shit for the low. It's like that again. And I was like, I'm fucking with it. Like, I'm okay with it. But it's like, in terms of the bigger and the wider conversation around this, it was like a cultural reset around what's hyped, what has value, and what's wearable. I think that a lot of people kind of saw what the value of $1 was this year. And we saw that the economy is rough for a lot of people, whereas like they're not buying up shoes like they were. And there's something that I feel as though sneaker resellers should have really foresaw when a lot of things happen within the country.
Yeah, I think, sneaker resellers ain't thinking about the economy.
No.
But yeah, like you said, I think we're in a soft recession, and, it just ain't how it used to be. But I know one thing, them bricks better keep going up in price because I'm sitting on a pair of size 12s.
I want to get a pair of them as like a gift to myself for this year that I've been through. I've been sitting on them. I've been like looking at them on stock. I'm like, I should just get them as a gift just to say like, yeah, Justin, good job, buddy.
I might wear mine soon. Honestly, it's funny when I bought them.
I'm gonna wear mine.
I got a fit and everything in mine. I got some pants that match with them like, perfectly. But I just haven't worn it yet.
Next up, and this is a big one, parasocial fan culture.
Yes.
I think that we've seen this so crazy over the past year. Fans feeling like ownership over artists and athletes and creators. Stan isn't a pejorative word anymore. It's fucking accepted. Like Stan used to be like, ugh, fucking Stan. Now it's like, yeah, we're all Stans. Like, it's crazy.
It's actually nuts, man. I think for me, it's always been a part of music culture, fan clubs.
Yeah.
And Stan even being a hip hop term that kind of grew from the Eminem song.
Yeah.
But this past year, I think the Drake and Kendrick beef really put it in a hyperdrive. You really saw fans picking a side, and if you were on your For You page rather than your following, you saw the battle, the war going on in the timeline. It's still going on in the timeline. And then, things like the UMG Drake lawsuit kind of put fire on it. And, there's just things you see and you're like, man, like these fans are really leading the conversation. And then to the point where it's like battles. Like I look at I'm a self-proclaimed Barb, and I look at some of the things that the Barbs do and the way they weaponize their the fan base against other people and just around different things. And it's like, yo, these fans are really living these artists. Like I saw this wasn't the other day, this was maybe a couple months ago, but it was Tay, Arrogant Tay, the hairstylist. He's eating with Ice Spice. And a Nicki Minaj fan runs up on him, ignores Ice Spice. I'm like, damn, this is crazy. This is a man, by the way. Ignores Ice Spice. This is the craziest. I know Ice Spice spelled crazy. And he's like, you better have my girl hair right. And Eric Tay's like, huh? Fuck? He surprised. He don't even know what the fuck is going on. He you must be talking to Ice Spice, not me.
And he's on camera the whole time.
Yeah, on camera the whole time. I probably had meta glasses. That's something that should have made my list. Just wearing meta glasses and taping people. That's a whole nother thing we can get into later.
You have a pair of meta glasses too, don't you?
I have 2 pairs. Okay. And I'm buying a 3rd. But just these parasocial relationships are something I'm really interested in. It's something I'm doing a lot of research into and just paying attention to.
And I mean, beyond the pale of just music this year, it hit pop culture. Well, I mean, it's been there. Pop music, it's been there. Yeah. But movies and again, I think that what sparks a lot of it is obviously the Israel-Palestine thing has sparked a lot of people on both sides speaking out, whether it be actors. I see it a lot with actors. Most recently, the chick Odessa Zion from I Love LA. The chick with curly hair. they're been on her ass for nothing.
Oh, see, I missed it.
For the so apparently, she is the daughter of like a famous actress.
Okay.
Pamela Adlon. She used to be on Louis C.K. show. His girl, like his friend, that was a girl on that show. So like that's her daughter. And so in order to not be connected to her mom, she changed her name to Zion or whatever. This has been her fake last name forever. Yeah. Someone woke up, I guess during the Marty Supreme press, I guess she was wearing an outfit and everybody was like talking about her. So somebody was just like, has anyone noticed that her last name is Zion? So she must be a Zionist. And it's like, wait, what? Like, what are y'all talking about? So they went deep into her lore and was just like, oh, she sold an IDF shirt on her Depop, so she's got to be a Zionist. Oh, and they've been like, she should have known never to make that her name. And somebody was like, how was she supposed to know that changing her name to that back then was going to translate to something bad a couple years from now? And somebody was like, well, she should have known it then. And I was just like,
so can we not? So let me not even do that.
You can't.
I was gonna make a Lauryn Hill joke,
but no, you're right. She has a song, and her son is named Zion. You know what I mean?
I love that song.
It's like, it's crazy how again fans weaponize real actual issues, or to be, to take back the music, issues that aren't actually real issues between people. Yeah. To make them real issues between everyone else. And you've seen so many people dragged into the crossfire. And I think that's the biggest part, is like where this crosses the line is that it gets real people involved.
Yeah, I think for me, it's like, I just look at how fans carry, whatever they're a fan of as a lifestyle and a personality. Yeah. And now it's everything to them. And now it's in the way they react to the people in real life around them. Yeah. I've probably seen friendships broken up because of Drake and Kendrick. So it's interesting to me, just the way people carry it. And that's something that's been big this year. And, I think, beyond that, you got Cardi B and Nicki.
That was crazy.
And that was a big thing this year.
That was crazy.
And then even just when they kind of it was so crazy because with Drake and Kendrick, it was like, they really didn't say much. No. The fans said it. Mm-hmm. But Cardi and Nicki, they
on Twitter.
The fans started it first, and then they jumped into it using the fan theories against each other. It was like, whoa, this is crazy.
All I remember from that is your son's favorite color is the number 5, and I'm like,
which is rude.
It went to when I was after she called her daughter rude. A monkey. Everything was just
rude.
It was beyond. And I think I would have liked for that moment to have people take a step back and say, okay, wait, there are real people, there are real children involved in this, but they did it. So. That was what it was. Parasocial fan culture, I definitely think would still be a thing in 2026.
Oh, yeah, that's going 2026 and beyond.
European summer, real quick.
Oh, yeah, European summer, man. I don't know, and maybe this is just the bubble I live in as a person in Los Angeles and the industry, quote unquote. Yeah. I just feel like everybody was in Europe this summer. And if you weren't in Europe, you were like, damn, I wish I was in Europe.
Yeah, even our friend Justin was in Portugal, and I was like, what about Portugal attracted niggas to Portugal this year?
All different types. I went to Spain, I was in Barcelona and Mallorca, and I'm just like, damn, I'm a part of this trend, and I want to be a part of this trend more. I'm like, shit, I need to be in the south of France.
Barcelona is dope, man.
Barcelona is dope. Mallorca was cool.
They don't start doing shit until 5 o'clock out there. The city be empty until 5 p.m. And
it's
then
white Atlanta.
Yeah. Oh my god! And you went during the summer, right?
Yeah, I went during the summer.
That means
early.
The beach was 5. I went when it was cold.
Oh yeah, no, I was boat, beach, all the good things.
Fire.
I enjoyed it. It was a good time. But yeah, I just think in general, I just saw a lot of just European summer this year.
I think it's tough because Japan started to get expensive and niggas can't go there as much no more.
Japan cheap as shit right now. I saw a lot of Japan too. I ain't gonna say Japan though. It's funny. I saw somebody say some shit everybody going to Japan and Europe. I saw a dumbass tweet about that. I'm just like, I think for us, it's we're getting older. Mm-hmm. So our vacations are getting older. Yeah. It's we're not going to Miami no more. We're going to
I would never even think
Italy.
Of going to Miami. Yeah.
So I think that's kind of what it was. And it's dope. It's dope to see. I think it's aspirational and you want to explore the world.
People should want to do these things.
Yeah, absolutely. But yeah, Japan is still cheap. Probably the cheapest it's ever been. Yeah. Please go if you can.
And then after this, we got firing your manager and hiring a small executive team.
Oh man, that's a very specific one, but there's a ton of artists this year who did that. I wish I had the list in front of me, but it started all with the biggest Taylor Swift. I think a lot of artists this year were like, hey man, fuck my manager. I'm gonna fire my manager and hire 5 managers, but pay him a salary. And that was just like a trend. And I hate that I'm like FKA Twigs kind of did the same thing at one point this year. Taylor, of course.
The Clips did it, I think.
No, the Clips didn't do it exactly. Shout out to the Clips. They changed management.
Yeah, they changed management.
Yeah, but the manager that they put in place had always kind of been around. Shout out to Kevin. But yeah, that was a big thing in the music industry. I wish I could remember all the names, but Taylor Swift is the trendsetter for it all. And I want to say maybe Sabrina Carpenter did it. One of the other pop girls did it, but
was it Olivia? I feel like
it might have been Olivia Rodrigo. Yeah, it might have been Olivia. It might have been Charlie. I don't know, man. They all kind of meshed together for me. I'm not a big pop guy.
But we're in the era of like really these artists taking control in a way that we haven't really seen since like the 90s, kind of, where they kind of took a lot of their careers into their own hands, kind of.
Yeah, and I think it's might not be for the best. I look at it and I think it works for some artists. It doesn't work for others. But I also think it just comes down to just trusting the people around you, trusting the people in place, and just understanding the business of it all. I think beyond firing your manager, you should just be getting into the weeds of your business, understanding what you're doing and why you're doing it. But yeah, that was a very specific one that like only my music industry folks and like what's my favorite Instagram page? Prep School Street Team. Shout out to whoever runs that page, man. that specifically came from that page. So yeah. And
lastly, on the culture section, ICE protests.
Yes.
Huge conversation in Los Angeles in general and California in general, affected so many people this year. So many Latinos out here were affected this year. And I mean, it came pretty hot and heavy, pause. Like it was literally as soon as the end of January hit, that's when we saw it. And again, personally, my family is Mexican. Their fear, friends that I've had, we have friends that are Mexican. It was a really, really tough time.
Yeah, and it's not just Mexicans. I think it's all immigrants. You look at Somalians, you look at Central Americans, you look at
Asians,
people from Africa, Asians, Indians. Like when I was watching that doc, they were talking about how the tariffs and like the H-1 visa, and how that like the most of those visas were coming from India.
Yeah,
they had the most of those. So like. Yeah, the ICE raids and just everything that's been going on there was a big part of the year. And I wanted to highlight the protest because it showed how we kind of came together.
Yep. And it's still to this day we come together.
Yeah. And I think, not just a California thing. You looked around the world, like, even I think this was the second year of the No Kings. No Kings Day. And like, even just seeing that everywhere. Like I this year I was in like, I was in Laguna Beach. Big No Kings protest. I was like, wow, this is amazing.
In the Laguna Beach is crazy.
Yeah, huge. Like so many people out there protesting of all different races. So I just wanted to shout that out. I think, everything that I'm seeing from ICE and just like what's out there is just wrong.
Yeah.
And every day I see a different clip or video and I'm just like, what the fuck are we, like, what are we doing here?
I mean, we saw Chicago come out.
Yeah,
which is like again, it showed the unity of people of color, And I think one thing that I didn't want people to lose sight of after last November was that even though there were some people that chose to like kind of go against our best interests, like I think for a large part there are a lot of good people that we shouldn't blame for the actions of a few. You know what I mean? Like there are still people that want to fight. There are still people that think this is wrong. There are still people like again, don't lose hope. You know what I mean? And I think that was kind of the big thing going into this year is like a lot of people had lost hope. It was bleak for a while. And then we kind of were starting to come out of it or trying to come out of it. You know what I mean? But we still got a lot of work to do. And I think that's ultimately where it is. Like we're seeing right now that this is not a perfect country and that we still have a lot of work to do and it's fucked up. But as long as we can stay fighting together and we stick to our people and our community, we'll be fine. Yep. So I hope that in 2026, this shit stops. But ultimately, like, we still use those resources to help people that are in need. We still, if we can go to protest or help out in any way, shape, or form that you can. So that was the culture section. And let's move on into music.
Tyler's just superstar, man.
Yeah.
Like,
tour.
Yeah.
2 albums.
Yes.
Huge singles.
Yep.
Clothing.
Yes.
Everything.
Marty Supreme.
Or Marty Supreme coming out as we record this.
I remember after seeing the Chromacopia show in LA, I was like backstage talking to him. I'm like I was like, who's your movement coach?
Yeah.
And he was like, nigga, no, this is all me. He's like, this is from growing up watching Usher and like just growing up and seeing my favorites do their thing. And it's like, this is just me. And like, if you've seen that tour or any of his shows, the way he moves on stage, it almost feels choreographed. Like I was laughing because when he did Flog Gnaw, when he did Sugar on My Tongue, he loves that song. Yeah. So when he did Sugar on My Tongue, there's just close-ups on his crotch. And he's just like gyrating the whole time. Like, bro, you're out of your mind.
All right. As we move into music, I tend to think of this year as kind of a realignment year where in the face of something so monumental as what happened last year that completely ripped everything apart, we saw a year where, you know, at times was a bit aimless in terms of like where to go next, but toward the end, starting to see a little bit of a light at the end of the tunnel. Starting to see like conversation's still going to be there. It is what it is. People are starting. They made their money off of this until they're not going to make their money off of this. But we did have some bright spots on here on this list. First, I'm going to talk about Drake and Party Next Door. Sexy Songs for You. It came out in February. It was kind of the first thing that we had heard from Drake since like June of last year. And it came like literally after he's getting his head beat in for quite some time. And it was just like pretty much to me, the album was like, you know what, man, I've been getting my ass kicked, but here's some fucking good songs for you guys. Like this is what I do best. Let me just stick to that.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's my top album of the year on Spotify. The data shows it's the album I listen to the most. And when people are so confused by that, I'm like, man, it's an album that you could just put on from start to finish and just listen to. Yeah. I find myself just throwing that on, going for a drive and being like, oh shit, the album's over. Yeah. Small Time Fame, one of my favorite songs of the year. I think he just, you know, he is what he does best. It's like, it's talking to the women, but it's for the men and just that pocket. And, you know, I mean, it's considered an R&B album, but he's rapping on there a little bit. So I really enjoyed it this year.
What I hate about Drake music right now is that like I can't connect to it because I'm like married and I don't have a lot of those. I don't have a lot of those like entry points anymore. So it's more like oh yeah, this is great. It sounds good. You know what I mean? Like,
well, I think that's the thing that, you know, Drake in general, that's what a lot of people have grown tired of, is that they can't connect to the music so much. Like I think for the other stuff, the rapping and like the gangster mob boss stuff that he does sometimes. So that's why I was glad for him to get into his bag, because to your point, even if I can't exactly relate, I still love the way it sounds. Yeah, like, you know, good melodies and good hooks, and like,
I just pretend I'm in 2014 again. You know what I mean? That's where we go. After that, Tyler, the Creator, is on the list as well. Yep. This is like a repeat. Like I think he was on there.
Yeah, Tyler's been on the list a couple times. Yeah, if not last year, the year before. I mean, Tyler's just superstar, man. Yeah. Like, you know,
tour. Yeah. 2 albums.
Yes.
Huge singles. Yep. Clothing.
Yes.
Everything.
Marty Supreme.
Or Marty Supreme coming out as we record this end of the week. Yep. It's insane the footprint that he's had just on this year. You would be remiss to forget that he did all of these things before. But is he somebody that you could see? And there was a conversation about this too. It was small, but it was a conversation. Do you see if he could do like the Super Bowl? Do you see him doing the Super Bowl?
I could see it eventually. I think for him, it's further along in his career. Yeah. But I think the trajectory he's on, where he has the household name, the visibility, the face, the performance, like I can absolutely see it. I remember after seeing the Chromacopia show in LA, I was like backstage talking to him. I'm like I was like, who's your movement coach? Yeah. And he was like, nigga, no, this is all me. He's like, this is from growing up watching Usher and like just growing up and seeing my favorites do their thing. And it's like, this is just me. And like, if you've seen that tour or any of his shows, the way he moves on stage, it almost feels choreographed. Yeah. Like I was laughing because when he did Flog Gnaw, when he did Sugar on My Tongue, he loves that song. Yeah. So when he does Sugar on My Tongue, there's just close-ups on his crotch. And he's just like gyrating the whole time. Like, bro, you're out of your mind. So like things like that, I'm like, oh, like you're ready for the big stage. Yeah. Like even if you don't have the records, you're ready to put on that show. Yeah. And I don't see any other rapper that's ready to do that. Like any other rapper. Like I can't see it.
He's fully, like he's on that line where if he just steps over it, that, like you said, that has that record, it's a wrap. Yep. You know, he's been close, but I think he's nearly there. Central C, next up on this list.
Mandem.
He, no lie, was an outlier on my Spotify rap this year because it was like popular artist. Central C, what the fuck? He was like number 3 or 4 on my shit too. So it's like That album to me was one of the best of the year. It came out in January. And again, like I mentioned before, there was a little bit of like, everyone was all over the place in terms of like where they were at musically, especially in terms of rap and hip hop after 2024. Yep. He came on January and it was like, yo, like that's the energy that we need right now.
Man, in the UK, they call him the global one.
Yeah.
And it's funny because like we in the US are kind of in this bubble. But if you go anywhere else,
he's huge.
UK, Japan, China, Indonesia, Central C is the biggest hip hop star right now.
Yeah.
And it shows in just like the things he's doing, Nike collab, Bape collab, just the shows he's doing, right. Just like kind of the way he's kind of cemented himself. And the album was amazing. Can't Rush Greatness. It was a great album. Like it wasn't one of those like big splashy hits. But it was like, no, I'm gonna make a cohesive body of work that tells my story. And he did it really well.
It reminded me of those debut albums from like the mid 2000s. Where it was like, it literally was just like, I'm just going to do what I do best on this album. And that's just like rap really well and just have songs that don't too much leave from what he was already doing. Mm-hmm. And he stuck to that. And I look at it as like the sequel to like Split Decision, the thing he did with Dave. Like that was kind of the sequel to that. You know what I mean? Like it continued on that momentum that he had from there. Do you feel as though like the UK influence is starting to become kind of unavoidable in American kind of pop culture, especially within like rap and hip hop, like quarter zips, tech fleeces? There was that conversation.
Yeah, that was the conversation.
Year.
Was that this year with the tech?
Yes,
Nike Tech. That was this year.
That was this year. The tech fleece. Who did it best?
He absolutely did not start Nike Tech. Like, let's keep it 1,000% real. But the way he co-opted it, he did it in a cool way. He was out there with the Nike Techs. So no, I mean I see the UK influence in other ways. I think a lot of the music is starting to cross over. Yep. You look at like Fake Meek, Jim Legacy. Esther Kid, it's starting to kind of slowly happen. Yeah, like you just seen Esther Kid and Timothée Chalamet, and like that was a big moment, and like it's starting to kind of like seep over a little bit. We'll see what 2026 has in store. But yeah, I love that Central C is the leader of that. Yeah, and he's a clear leader, undeniable
leader. Like there was nobody else close this year. Speaking of new leaders, Playboi Carti. Yeah, I Am Music. Music finally came out.
You know, it's funny. What did it was originally called I Am Music, right?
Yeah, and then it just came out as music.
Yeah, I still call it I Am Music too. But I was looking, I was like, oh, it's just called music. Yeah.
That finally came out after 2 years of waiting. Yep. A whole year where we thought we were going to get it, never came out. Mm-hmm. Just drops out of the sky in March. And again, do you feel as though like that mystery, that shrouded in secrecy, does that still work this year?
I don't think it works, but I don't think he's so shrouded in mystery. Yeah. I think he's out there enough to where...
He's on Fortnite.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Fortnite. He's doing collaborations with the NBA. You seeing Playboi Carti. Yeah. And beyond seeing him, you seeing his influence. Mm-hmm. You look at his artists, you look at his fans. They're all out there. Like, I just saw this video from these new Atlanta kids, like Nine Vicious and Teezus.
Yeah, Teezus.
They did a show in Atlanta. And Michi from Homicide Gang was at the show, and he's just walking through the crowd, giving everybody the YBL handshake, and it's just like all these kids are like, oh, it's like, so you see the influence there. So even if you're not like hearing Carti in interviews and seeing his face everywhere, his influence is everywhere.
And in terms of the young kids, like he has them. You know what I mean? He has them in a way that like a lot of other like established artists don't have them like that anymore. He's speaking directly to the kids and what they want to hear right now.
New generation, man. I love to see. I think when you look at Carti, Tyler, Cinch, you see in a new generation of what kids are really fans of and what they're like wearing in their day to day and like how they're presenting hip hop to the world.
I saw so much chromacopia. I went to the movies last night. I saw so much chromacopia merch, and it was on like separate people.
Oh, what'd you see?
I saw there was a secret movie last night. I saw We Bury the Dead.
We Bury the Dead. Oh, interesting.
It comes out next week.
Okay.
Next week. Check it out. It's really good zombie movie. Yeah. R&B had a little resurgence, a little quiet resurgence in 2025.
You know what's funny, man? The data shows that R&B has been on the rise like the last 3 years. Yeah. Like just steadily on the rise. And it's like, it's old school shit and contemporary shit. But I think this year you really saw it. Mm-hmm. You really saw artists like Leon Thomas break out, K1. Mm-hmm. We got an amazing album from Gevion. You start to see like R&B just like in kind of a lot of different places. You look at like the women, Olivia Dean and like
Mariah the
Scientist. Yeah. You kind of saw it, like even the tours, like Brandy and Monica.
Crazy tour. Brandy, will she even on half the shows? Like,
you know what? That's one tour that I'm mad I didn't see. But yeah, you just kind of you saw R&B rising to the top and being a little bit more a part of the conversation than it has been in the past.
Yeah.
And I enjoyed it, man. I think, there's some good stories to tell on that side, and there's some good music, and like that's the music that I listen to more on my day to day.
Me too.
So yeah, I was excited about that. I think also didn't Party's P4 come out this year or was it last year?
It was last year.
Oh, okay.
It was last year. It was like in the midst of like the beef. It just kind of dropped during the summertime.
Yep. But I'm thinking then you got Kari.
Yeah, Kari.
Yeah, there's a lot of good R&B dropping on the low. And I think
Nippa is really good.
Nippa.
Well, shit, I'm plugging at this point, but Nippa is really good. Like, it's a really good artist. Yeah. But it's been a great year for R&B. I'm hoping that it continues. I would love to hear like New Jack Swing influence. I think Kari has a little bit of that in his EP, but like it's like. Not, I think the song SWV kind of feels more like New Jack Swingish to me, but I want to see more of that.
So here's the thing with me and R&B.
Yeah,
I like true R&B music.
Right.
I think there's a point where R&B tried to like toe this line of
rappers and
no, not even that. Tried to toe the line of like folk and a little like SZA does that to me sometimes.
Yo, yeah.
Speaking of Summer Walker, great Summer Walker album, or pretty good Summer Walker album that came out this year. But I think Summer, Mariah Scientist, SZA, they have these songs where it feels a little more guitar-y, not like acoustic guitar-ish.
I think Mariah like more. I think
Mariah for sure, but I feel like SZA's done it a little bit. I feel like it's like almost like a pop influence, and it's not for me personally. So I just want to just hear real R&B, real singing, like Mariah Carey, fucking Mary J. Blige, Whitney Houston. Like I want that.
That's why the nipple was cool to me, because it was just him singing. Like, that nigga just singing. Speaking of going back to the roots, Metro Boomin, obviously,
yes,
and raveled into all of that stuff last year. Chose to kind of like say, you know what, let's just leave that in the past. And then he looked to the past with Futuristic Summer, reviving J Money, reviving Young LA, reviving Waka Flocka. A lot of artists and producers and production that had kind of lived in one era in the late 2000s with Futuristic Summer, which by and large, one of my favorite albums of last year, just as being like I was going to Atlanta, what I'm saying, during this time. So like, it was really, really dope to hear that. And he kind of became a curator of a sound. He took his sound and said, I'm gonna make it dusty and take it back to this. Yeah,
no, I love that album. I think, he pulled a reference that was kind of like seeping in culture, like it was kind of happening, and he put a rap around it, like you heard with Cardi and Music and what's the song called? Like Weezy, you heard it there. Young LA was like back and doing records. Like Young Joe, I kind of had a moment where he had some like verses or people were like, oh, Young Joe, like I think he did like one of those hanging mics
on the porch.
Yeah, on the porch. Yeah. So like there was like things happening, and Metro, just the master curator that he is, saw that happen and was like, yo, I gotta. That's the time capsule I want to tap into. Yeah. And the album was amazing, bro. Like I love. One of my favorite songs of the year that didn't get a lot of respect was Curry off that project with Young LA.
Oh yeah. Make It Make Sense too for me. Even though I felt like Make It Make Sense was like not futuristic era. It felt like it was that era right after where Rocco was kind of popping in, like 2012, 2013. Yeah. That's where that song kind of felt like they played around with the timeline a little bit on Futuristic Summer. Some of that stuff wasn't all futuristic, but I give him a pass for that.
Yeah, I just think it was just a good moment, a good time, and it needed that reset. So I'm glad he put that out.
And then we get to kind of like the big, kind of like, I want to say a kind of main event thing here. Like, obviously last year, Young Thug got out of prison, and it was pretty much radio silence until like March of this year where he put out Money on Money. Yeah. And one thing I noticed, Josh, and I was just kind of like, what? And I think me and you even talked about it, was just like, what the fuck's going on? Like, why are people like acting like this is the worst song ever made? I'm like, this song is actually like really good, and if this comes out any other year, you guys are loving this song, but I don't understand what the difference is this year. And then it kind of rolls into more silence, and then it rolls into like. Well, really, he started with the Lil Baby verse in January. Yep. Let me stop. I fucked up. Like that verse on Lil Baby's
which
album,
I loved. It's
a great verse. It's a great record.
Yeah,
and it was a completely inoffensive and a pretty good verse from Future and Thug. Money on Money comes out, Silence Again, and we just started noticing like, okay, what's kind of going on? Why aren't fans kind of connecting with it? And it leads to ultimately the jail calls being leaked. Yep. That's on the list, and it led to, like, to me, one of the craziest weeks of Young Thug's career. Oh man! But of the year in hip hop itself, when those jail calls came out, it was then Thug tweets, then it was at one point Thug just said, "Fuck it, I'm going on a podcast," and he goes on the Big Bank podcast. And me and you actually haven't had a chance to talk about this interview live on mic before, but to me, one of the most fascinating podcast interviews period of the year and of the past couple years.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I think. Shout out to Bank, man. I think Bank has really carved a lane for himself. It's like kind of like that OG of Atlanta. And he's always been that in the streets and in the industry, but now outwardly facing.
And they respect him.
Yeah, and they respect him, but I think he challenges them.
Yes.
And he's like really asking the right questions. It's not like he's just like kind of softballing it or just like letting them speak. He's kind of like going back and forth and really having a dialogue. Yeah. Which we kind of need more from all interviewers, not even just from the South or whatever. So I really appreciate that from him. The interview with him and Thug was just like
2 hours, by the way,
and it was compelling. I listened to all 2 hours. Like I waited for it to drop. Like I remember seeing the trailer and then be like, I can't wait for this to drop, and then it dropped early on Spotify, and I listened to just the audio. Yeah. Then I went back and listened to it with the video. So
how crazy was it to listen to it and then see it on the podcast? Like seeing Thug's reactions are almost worth the view itself because a lot of memes came out of that interview, and I think in a sense, even if people didn't understand where he was coming from, and I think that was a large part of the interview, right? Like a lot of people just, I don't know if it was willingly chose not to, or just because they just were just over him, or it goes into what we were talking about, parasocial, where people just won't hear what's going on. Like I felt as though people chose not to understand where he was coming from because it wasn't that hard to understand where he was coming from, even if you don't agree.
I mean, for me, it was just human. Yeah. Like, I think that was just raw human emotion. And like sometimes you contradict yourself. Sometimes you have a change of your mind in the moment. Yeah. But it's just human. And I think we hold not just people, but especially our artists to the standard where it's like, oh, you got to stand on business. And it's like, no, not necessarily. Like you're going to have a change of heart. You're going to change your mind. Like these are our artists. Like these are people we listen to who bear their soul. Like I expect them to kind of like grow within the moment. Right. And I think that's kind of what we saw in certain moments. And, you know, we saw certain moments where it was just like he wasn't growing. Yeah. But it's like it's a human reaction. Yeah. So that's why I enjoyed it. I think it wasn't like, you know, a lot of those parts, it could have been like, oh, cut that out. Yeah. But they didn't do that. He just left it all in.
I think one of the things that brings up what you literally just said was at the end of the interview where Thug says, you know, I just hope that everybody does well. Even if you snitched on me, it was like, no, he's just not getting it where we're coming from. But that rolls into Ooh I Scooty, which was his first album in 2.5-3 years. Yeah. And you know, it led to a song on there, Whoop De Doo, one of my favorite songs of the year. Yeah. But also a layover from a meme from the actual project, which I thought the song was brilliant because so few artists actually take a moment and say, I'm going to take that moment and make a song out of it.
Well, Whoop-de-doo, the phrase, not the song, made my list. And I want to make that clear.
Well, I thought it was a song. Yeah.
I know, but I want to make it clear because I think that was just a moment. It was like, that's a real ass thing. It's like, whoop-de-doo. Like, nigga, it is what it is. Like, I don't know. I just feel like that was like such a human interview. And it reminded me of when Bank interviewed Future. And there was a lot of human just like points in there. He's talking about his relationship with Sierra and Russell Wilson. It's like some of the shit he was saying is completely off base and wrong. But it's like, it's just, I'm being human.
That interview was crazy. And if you guys have not heard the Free Bands radio interview, it's from 2018? Was it 2018? 19. Thanks, MC. On Apple Music Radio. I don't know if they still have that up, but I think
it is still up.
It's not even on YouTube, which is crazy that no one's ever ripped it. But there's a part where Banks says, "How you feel about the nigga Russell Wilson, man?" He said, "Don't think about it, just say it." And then you see him Bank like he's like not the best interviewer at that point, like he is now. But it's the same type of like holding him to the fire that he does today, but better. And then he tells Future, "Don't think about it, just say it." like don't give me the PC answer, give me the real answer. If Future says he do whatever she tell him to, and I'm like, God damn it! Like you can't get through it. But that was music on the ASF list, and let's go to the next topic. Oh my God!
What's your highest successful leg this year?
Shit, I kind of don't want to say on there.
Oh my god, they might find this nigga.
I don't want to say on
They gonna knock on his window.
But I did just last night. I just hit for like I did. So I've been betting on Prize Picks here, and I have like a proxy that does like FanDuel in Maryland for me. But on Prize Picks last night, I hit for what? 1,300,
and you can just take the money out.
I'll take it out immediately. You ain't about to. You're gonna try to give his money back. It's gonna be gone as soon as the bet clears. I take it out immediately.
All right, we're going over to sports, and ultimately, when I look at the list and I think about sports in 2025, I think of it. It was less about like who got the chip, who got the best points, who got the best stats, who got the most this or that. It was really about storylines. It was a storyline fueled year in sports, from the NFL to the NBA to even the MLB. You know what I mean? Like, these are storyline driven because that's what gets the clicks, right? That's what gets the social clips. Yeah. That's what gets the first take rolling. Like, it's all about narratives and storylines, but none better really than Shohei Ohtani this year. Dodgers pulling off a dynasty move, back-to-back wins at the World Series. And it was a rare instance, really, where like a once-in-a-lifetime superstar actually kind of rolls into what he's supposed to be with that win.
Yeah, no, Ohtani, man, he really brought it home.
Yeah.
Like you said, back-to-back championships is literally a dynasty now. The Dodgers have ruined baseball, according to the MLB. And Ohtani was like the ringleader, the mob boss. Yeah. If it was a Dodger Rico,
they already tried.
Yeah, he would be the guy. So the trendsetter, as they say. So yeah, shout out to Ohtani, man. I think, being an amazing pitcher and being an amazing hitter. Yeah. Really, and even just like, I think the season, but up into in the playoffs, he did well. He kind of didn't do the best in the World Series, but he got to that point where the rest of the team showed up.
Yeah, Yamamoto
Yamamoto, obviously MVP, and you look at Mookie Betts and not Mookie Betts,
not Mookie, the guy who came off the bench and just cracked one and it just ended.
What's my guy's name?
It's not Pujols, right? What's the nigga? It's Manny. Isn't it? Not Manny.
Nah, I'm
bugging out right now.
I'm thinking about the black dude on the team now.
Oh,
it is Mookie Betts.
Yeah, Mookie.
Mookie Betts.
He's the only nigga on the team.
Yeah. Right. But it's just so like it's so many people who helped the Dodgers win that World Series, but I think Ohtani was the guy who got us to that point.
Yeah.
And just seeing it play out, like just seeing the world stage and like the story that was told, and like how now other teams are like, yo, how do we beat the Dodgers? Yeah. And it's like, we got to spend money.
Yeah.
And
where they gonna find that money is the question.
I mean, that's the one thing about baseball, no salary cap, so they'll figure it out.
Lockout soon come.
Nah, I think baseball is one of those sports that is so American.
There'll never be a lockout.
That the president will bail it out. Them motherfuckers will get a reefer or a check before us, a relief check.
Next up on the list, you put NBA gambling scandal. This is something that has
close to my heart.
Yeah. Like, what? And again, this is like from. And this story came out of nowhere. Chauncey Billups involved.
See, so that's the thing, man.
He was on some 007 shit.
Yeah. I mean, shout out to Pablo Torre. He had already dropped a story about this at one point. And, there was something with, what's my guy's name? Is it Jonte Porter?
Yeah, Jonte Porter.
And then you had Terry Rozier. Like, there was stories already coming out around them. But when the full Rico dropped and it was like Chauncey and like the mob and just like the way they were kind of doing it. Yeah. I mean, that wasn't even the NBA gambling thing. So I guess from what I'm hearing from insiders and people I've spoken to on the topic is
Inglewood sources.
Basically, they were getting people for gambling debts. Like they were like, the mob was like working people at poker.
Yeah.
And then they were racking up such like big debts on the poker end. They were like, all right, we need you guys to start rigging these basketball games. So like we gonna be like, that was just how it kind of worked out. And it's interesting. It's very well possible. And now that like I'm older and I watch sports with a different type of eye, I'm like, oh yeah, like this is for show gambling.
Yeah.
Like it's some things that happen that you're like, oh, these niggas is selling the game.
Yeah.
Like Cooper Flagg missed 5 free throws last night. Now, that might just be rookie shit, but at the end of the day, you're an NBA player, a star player. You have a pretty good free throw percentage. How you miss 4 free throws?
Yeah.
His line, he just missed his line by a point.
Yeah.
Fucking Steph Curry last night. I think he scored 26 points? He's had 30-point games the last 17 games.
Except for that one.
Then he gets 26 points. They pull him out with 8 minutes left in the fourth half. So it's like shit happens and you're like, this is gambling.
Hey, niggas need to hit that hotline, man.
It's just certain things that happen that you're like, this is gambling. Like you can see it.
But I was gonna say, like, what will this mean for other leagues that are getting into betting? Because like DraftKings is okay and Prize Picks
it's
is
more
okay.
shit happening now. They let you bet on anything nowadays.
Yeah. Like from that question, it's like we already see Adam Silver come out literally a couple days ago say we're taking more precaution to make sure that shit like this does not happen again. I don't know how he's gonna do that.
I don't believe it.
There's no way. It makes too much money.
Yeah, I think all these guys are sponsored by a different betting organization. Yeah. So I don't believe any.
Aren't they on the patch of some jerseys?
Yeah, some jerseys have them. DraftKings sponsor some teams. They definitely sponsor the games. Like I'll be watching fucking NBA games. There'd be a little DraftKings fucking commercial come up.
Christ,
so
man.
it's and then even just like the sports morning shows, they tell you the line. Yeah. They tell you all the little prop bets. So it's not going anywhere. I enjoy it. I've made some good money from betting. I wish, the Native Americans would have let California be a legal sports betting state. Online sports betting state, at least.
I think I voted against that.
Yeah, you're an asshole. Next time it comes around, I'm out here campaigning, passing out flyers, signing petitions.
You about to be dressed up like the Marty Supreme ping pong ball.
Bro, I'm going door to door with it. I promise you. Next time it's on the ballot, I'm going door to door campaigning.
Oh, my God.
What's your highest successful leg this year?
Shit, I kind of don't want to say on air.
Oh my God. They might find this nigga.
I don't want to say on
They gonna knock on his window.
But I did just last night. I just hit for so I've been betting on Prize Picks here, and I have like a proxy that does like FanDuel in Maryland for me. But on Prize Picks last night, I hit for $1,300.
And you can just take the money out.
I'll take it out immediately. You ain't about to. You're gonna try to give his money back. It's gonna be gone. As soon as the bet clears, I take it out immediately.
Y'all gotta teach me how to do sports betting, man. I don't know.
Prize Picks is actually the easiest because it's like you just pick the over or under on their line.
Okay. Yeah. I don't know anything about it.
Yeah.
Speaking of, let's go to the other side of the league, to the WNBA moments like green dildos at games.
Man, that was like, honestly, that shit was amazing. Because it was like so funny. Like, it's like, you got to think about the journey the dildo took.
Well, I mean, literally and figuratively, the journey of the WNBA to get that type of visibility that there's people that would take a dildo and throw. And I don't mean to laugh because it's disrespectful, but like ultimately, like it shows how chaotic this league has been this year to a point where like they have long segments about the WNBA. I don't ever remember in my life that ever happening. In the past 2 years, it has.
Women's sports made my list last year.
Yeah.
And this year, I was particularly want to single out the WNBA because you saw the growth of it all. You saw like superstars, Asia, Angel, Rika.
Yeah.
Like these are superstars now. I follow these women on Instagram. And I'm not following them because they're beautiful. I'm following them because these are some of my favorite athletes.
And you got them on Prize Picks.
Yeah, absolutely. That's man. I'm telling you right now, Audie Crooks. I'm killing on Prize Picks. She's in the she's a NCAA.
Yeah, is she like the heavy?
Yes, she's a beast.
Somebody tweeted the other day, "This is terrible hoops, dog." I looked at her, she played like a damn tank. Dog.
Nah, she played like a winner, bro. She gonna get to the WNBA and fuck some shit up.
She need to be in the WWE.
Chill out, man.
She's crazy.
She won me some good money the other day. Shout out to her.
Oh, but we really saw in 2025 the WNBA discourse became like the NBA discourse. Like it became like Centel level where they have a Centel now and people are like lying about things that they do, and it's like people look at that as a bad thing, but I think it's a good thing because people are actually paying attention. But I hope that this in 2026 or beyond, at least that these women get a little bit more money, and hopefully get more deals.
I think they will. I think there's like collective bargaining coming up soon for them. It's funny. I'm just thinking about Centel. I'm about to start my own little Centel. I think there's some money in misinformation.
I could have figured some money in misinformation. Let's go to something even crazier. Speaking of chaos, the Lakers Mavs trade.
Oh man,
which I feel as though was makeup for the Chris Paul's trade. That's my tinfoil hat thing. But is this the craziest trade of the decade?
Man, honestly, I just can't believe some things like this happen. Like when it happened, I think I might have cried when the trade happened.
No way.
I think I might have. Because like the thing was like the Lakers was like very much a middle of the road. Like what the fuck are we about to do? Like we got AD, he's fragile as glass. You got LeBron on this fucking big ass contract at the end of his career. It's like where do we go from here?
Yeah.
And this trade just like revitalized us instantly.
Yeah.
And like even last season I was like, but this season I'm like I'm about to get a Luka jersey.
And you know what's crazy, Josh, is that like Luka was embraced by the city so fast in ways that LeBron just kind of wasn't. It kind of took a while, and some people are still kind of off him or kind of, I don't really, even though he brought us a chip, Luka ain't brought us nothing. And this nigga's like, and got his jerseys, and then they come to see him. Like,
I mean, because it's funny, Luka. It's something about Luka, man. It's something about
it's
him.
It's the beers, man. It's the beers.
He just feels like he's one of us.
Yeah.
Like I feel like I just see him at the bar and just give him a fist pump. Like he's just one of us. Like it's just, and I don't know. Like
MC's face is like.
Yeah, I just think just even the way he approaches the game, even it's like he don't look the most athletic. It looked like he kind of going in slow motion a little bit, and then it's like he working niggas. And then even just like last season, he was kind of big. He came back. He's skinny, in shape. Like it's just like, man, like I just feel like I can do that too.
I got a chance to see him this year. I got a chance to see him and Bron this year. It was a Timberwolves game where AD got thrown out. I was like, I cannot believe we have this motherfucker. Mm-hmm. I can't believe we have him, and I got to see LeBron too. So that was a cool moment for me as well. And again, he's incredible to watch. He complains all the time. But he's still a really fun player to watch. And
he curses, like I just like that style of play.
Yeah, like he gets very emotional about what's going on. And Bron now he's just kind of like, I don't want to play Christmas games no more, nigga.
Yeah, that was a funny little sound clip. LeBron and his what's my old nigga? His Quincy Jones stage. Where he just saying shit.
Do you like Brazilian music? I need to hear the LeBron stories. The Quincy Jones level of those things. But I mean, Lakers look good this year. I haven't wanted to fucking rip my eyes out watching them, and they've been some pretty enjoyable games. Even though we fuck ourselves out of games way too often sometimes. But lastly, up on the list that I want to talk about, Stephon Diggs.
Yes.
I don't watch him NFL. Everybody knows this. But I know who this motherfucker is. In the same way that I knew who OBJ was, I know who Stephon Diggs is. And I think that alone is just like, he's a star, superstar.
Yeah, and he's been a superstar for a minute, but I think his off-the-court stuff or off-the-field stuff now is kind of like
accepted?
not even accepted, but just kind of reaching that level now. Yeah. Like you look at like ASICS collab, UGG spokesperson, baby father to Cardi B's latest child. Just designing furniture. He's at all the events. He's a fashionable guy.
Yeah,
probably one of the best dressed in the NFL. Probably in all the sports at this point right now. And you're seeing him out there doing the things, and it looks dope. It looks good on him. I think for him, he's never gonna be like he's a superstar on the field, but he's not a Puka Nacua. He's not like the best wide receiver.
Yeah,
but his outside the field stuff makes him like one of the best, and he looks good as he does it.
It's like swag, like I'm
pure
from the
swag.
era of Deion Sanders.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like all of those players, where it's like there's always that one swaggy black NFL player that we all kind of connect to, and it's like I'll sit and watch some of his highlights because I'm like, yo, this nigga sweet.
But the funny thing about it is like it's not so much of an on the field thing with him.
Yeah,
like it's off the field. Like even just like like he's in all the gossip pages and people are like, oh, how many baby mamas does he have?
His war with his friend.
He's everywhere. Like so it's like I think that's the reason why he made my list. He's like just polarizing at this point. Mm-hmm. He's dope. Like shout out to him, shout out to everything he got going on. I think he's having a great year on the field too. Like right now,
Super Bowl aspirations.
Yeah, they could. I honestly, I have Super Bowl Rams Patriots.
Okay,
Patriots look really good. He has a great quarterback. He's the lead receiver for his team, and I don't even think he's the best receiver, but him and the quarterback just have a connection right now.
Are you gonna go if it's Rams? If it's Rams,
God willing, it's in SF this year, so I'm gonna try to make it out there. Those tickets are always too high. I ain't gonna front. Super Bowl be pricing me out. But if I can get there and somebody looks out, FanDuel, Prize Picks, what's up?
Let's add the BND in there. For that part. But yeah, that was the sports section, and let's get to the next section on the list that we're going to talk about today.
I saw the trailer. Trailer's great.
It looks great.
I've heard good things. I think it's going to be great, but I'm ready for him to go away for a year.
Yeah, Dune's next year, so he ain't going away for a minute.
I've never seen the Dunes, so I don't even. He'll be away in my life.
Star Wars.
I know, but I won't be paying attention. So.
You watch movies. Your letterbox should have been on.
I know, but I don't watch Dune type movies. Sorry. Shout out to Timothy though. Shout out to him. He's.
All right. Everything is content. Content is everything. That to me is the mantra of pop culture this year. And none more than Love Island, this latest season 7 on Peacock over the summertime. I myself was into the vortex of Love Island every single day. Obviously, my wife's a big fan, but she said, I hated this season. She said, I hate this season of Love Island. I think at one point I fucking hated this season, but we kept watching because content is everything. And reality TV, once again, took center stage of the world's conversation. You could not escape Love Island last summer.
Yeah, I didn't watch the show. I tried to watch the season before.
Yeah.
And I was like, it's too many episodes.
It's like 30.
Yeah, so I was like, I can't do this. But this season, I didn't watch it, but I saw it everywhere.
Yeah.
And I saw the names, Ace, Alondria.
Huda, Nick,
yeah.
Jeremiah.
What's the other girl I'm forgetting?
Amaya.
Amaya, yeah.
Shelly,
yes.
Yeah.
So, you saw them everywhere. And, it's just like, it was interesting to see the careers that popped off from Love Island. I think there hasn't been a reality show that has created stars like this ever.
The previous season did, and that was the season with the Powerpuff Girls with OBJ's brother.
Yeah,
and them they lived past it.
But so to your point, I'm sorry to cut you off there, but I so that couple that won, it was OBJ's brother and
Serena.
Yeah, so Serena kind of had a little they both together had a little bit of motion.
Yep.
I think this season topped them.
Everyone,
all of them. Yeah. People talk about Nick and
Alondria.
Yeah,
Jeremiah is like successful streamer.
Yeah, so I just feel like this season cracked off like actual. I don't want to say actual stars because in the grand scheme of things, there's nobody to me.
Reality TV stars.
But I seen Ace in a Taco Bell commercial. I seen him doing all type of shit. He got a song. He got the little clock and shit. Can't believe I just did that. So it's like I see stars coming out of this show, and I'm like, damn. It's interesting to see. I think for me, I had to make the list this year.
Yeah.
I don't know if it made the list last year, but if it did
it. No.
Yeah, this year it felt appropriate.
What's crazy about this season of Love Island is that it really shined a light on like the reality of the current dating landscape. Like what I saw on that show was like young people that were too afraid of what other people thought to actually make a move towards somebody. And I think like when you look at dating or being with somebody, it's about being vulnerable with that person. And to me, a lot of it was like, these people are like not emotionally set or ready to be with anybody right now because they're too worried about what other people are going to think. At one point in the show, they were worried about how America's going to vote. And if they're going to vote them off, it's like, I think everyone has that mindset. And I think that was one thing that like, even though they are stars in their own right, or, I would say like probably like A-tier influencers, S-tier influencers, tier 0 influencers, if you will, I think a lot of them came into the show wanting to be that. Yeah. And I think that was what was different. It's like we look at how young people date, and even people who are millennials like myself, or everybody below that, how they date now, and it's very sobering and very scary, like what it looks like now.
Yeah, to see it on TV was interesting. A lot of dirty macking and just like a little, I don't know, and just hella horny.
Well, that's Love Island in general. Like that's a horny ass show. That's just what it is.
Very horny show.
But next up on the list this year, Timothée Chalamet.
Man,
what a guy!
Year. What a year for this guy!
What a guy! Everywhere now. Like literally in the last 2 weeks, he's everywhere. He's on top of the sphere. He is someone who is like, and I've always championed this guy. Like Dune 2 was one of my favorite movies of the last 5 years. I always love this kid. I'll admit he's become a little bit like, I was with him at first for the Marty Supreme shit. I was with him at first. I was like, cool. And now I'm kind of like, all right, I just wish this movie would fucking come out at this point, because it's getting to a point where it started to become discourse. Where it's like, is he using black culture? Do he give a fuck about black culture? And it's like, I don't fucking care. Like, there's literally videos of him like doing the Soulja Boy dance or hanging out with Lil B. Like,
I don't think that makes him cool though.
and I don't think that's what makes him cool either. But people are trying to use that as like, yo, he really fucking with us. I'm like, no, like,
I don't. Yeah, I don't like that as evidence that he really fucks with black people.
Like,
who wasn't doing this Soulja Boy dance?
Exactly. Like, what makes him cool is like his stringent belief that he is one of the best, and I think that's actually really cool because no one really talks like that.
Man, it's funny that you brought those two things because I think those two things kind of like are knocks against them. Like when you think about the Lil B moment and like being knighted by Lil B, like that was corny. Like that was corny as hell. Then doing the Soulja Boy dance, that was corny as fuck too. I think
he's a dork.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, he's an art theater kid.
Yeah,
who is probably cool to them, but not really cool to them. Yeah. But I think he's talented as fuck. He knows what he's doing. I think
he picks good roles, Josh. Like I think that's like the best part.
Yeah,
about it.
And beyond the picking good roles, I think he just he plays his role really well. Like when he's going on the red carpets and he's wearing the Chrome Hearts and he's at the game with the Fat Farm and the Chrome Hearts Timberlands and all this shit. It's like you play that cool white boy role really well.
Yeah.
Almost too well. Like I don't know. Sometimes I'm like, that's what I'm like. It's so funny because I'm getting to the point where I'm like, this movie need to hurry up and come out and be great.
Yeah.
Because
I have no doubt in my mind that Marty Supreme is a great movie. And obviously, we're saying this before it's. Well, it came out limited last
trailer.
weekend,
I saw the trailer. The trailer's great.
It looks great.
I've heard good things. I think it's going to be great, but I'm ready for him to go away for a year.
Yeah, like Dune's next year, so he ain't going away for a minute.
I've never seen the Dunes, so I don't even. He'll be away in my life.
Star Wars.
I know, but I won't be paying attention. So.
You watch movies. Your letterbox should have been on.
I know, but I don't watch Dune type movies. Sorry. Shout out to Timothy though. Shout out to him. I like that. Like the one thing I will like about him is that he reminds me of like my white homies from like the Upper West Side of New York.
Yeah.
It's like you listen to Wu-Tang and like the good restaurants, but you still white.
There it is. But you're still white. Next up is Sora/AI or Sora AI, whatever you want to call it. Yeah. And this is really just AI kind of entering pop culture consciousness. And we touched on AI a little bit earlier on in the show. But now we're kind of like really like getting to like a point where, again, you can't escape it. And like you said, it's the future.
Yeah, no. Excuse me. I put Sora on the list because I think AI has probably been on the list before.
Yeah.
But I think Sora was like the next frontier of it for me and just something that was like a new kind of...
I have seen you make videos where you are... Why? I wanted to ask you this. Why would you make an AI video of yourself doing a common man's job?
What was I doing?
You was a barber in the video.
Oh,
I was like, why would you make a video of yourself being a common man?
Like, I'm telling you right now, I'm personally, in my personal life, I've revolutionized Sora and how to use it. I'm like I probably have to be the first to use Sora to diss somebody in my fancy football group chat.
That was an insane video as well. So you kind of look like Kanye in that video.
Yeah, honestly, it's funny. My Sora like profile video is kind of terrible because I didn't have a haircut, so it's like it's really good. It's like it looks just how I look.
It fucks your hairline.
Yeah, so I didn't have a haircut when I did it. So, but I had to make this video quick. But I was like, yo, I gotta talk shit. So I've been using these videos to talk shit about the losers in my fancy football chat. So. The last place in our chat has to cut their hair off, like has to go bald. So that's why I was a barber.
Oh,
and then the preacher thing was just me just talking shit. So yeah, that's why I put Sora on the list because for me, now we're seeing how AI is digging deeper into like how we can use it and the culture of it and like what's the use case.
I don't want them niggas to have my face. But then again, we do.
I thought about that too, but then like nigga, our picture is taken like 300 times a day.
Yeah, where we drive through any intersection.
Yeah, intersection, walking out the street, at ring cams, everything's on camera.
But where I get to the problem with AI is like those random, like, I want to say they're body counts, but random niggas that be like, we can make full movies. We don't even need actors no more. And that's where I'm like, all right, chill the fuck out. Like, we still need actors because AI can't accurately do what Timothée Chalamet's doing.
No, not
can't
at all.
do what Tom Cruise does. Can't do what Denzel does. Like that's where we get into that argument where it's like, okay, we can just automate everything. It's like, no, like we still need our actors. We need our musicians. We need everything like that.
That's the thing, man. That's why I always tell people I'm not scared of AI because when you look at use case, like back in the day, back in the 80s and early 90s, the drum machine was AI. They was like, nigga, you not playing the drums, you doing it with your fingers? That's AI. So like I look at this as like another tool that we can use to improve our lives or do something different or create something new.
But people gotta actually use it for what it is. Like I see people saying like, oh, the DOC was like, I'm gonna use AI to fix my voice. I'm like, that's not really like AI.
I mean, it is, because it makes his voice sound like how it used to sound. Like Beanie Siegel's been using it for some of his new verses. It sounds like real. It sounds like Beanie Siegel.
I heard some of them verses. You could kind of there's like a scratchiness to it. I can tell that it's AI.
I think the scratchiness and just like the thing you're noticing is that it's Beanie Siegel rapping at 55 years old. He just ain't catching the flow like how Beanie used to. But it sounds good. It's funny you brought up DOC. I actually had to call him, and he didn't have no AI on his voice when we was talking. That shit was a little difficult. Shout out to DLC though.
Man. But then next up we have, in my eyes, kind of like a battle of two movies here. One battle after another in Sinners, and I want to be as fair as possible. I've said what I felt about Sinners on the show before. Like it's not my favorite movie of the year. I actually feel like it's a little overrated. But I think that it's Hollywood kind of recalibrating the scale and ambition of the movies, because One Battle After Another and Sinners are two movies that go against what a blockbuster movie is. One Battle did over $200 million. Sinners did over $250 million. These are relatively like, you know, as scale goes, they're not your Marvel movies.
Yeah.
They're not your superheroes.
But One Battle After Another was pretty expensive. How much was it?
It was $100 million.
Yeah. Sinners was what?
Sinners was
90
something. Yeah, but I mean, when I say like recalibrating that scale, is like they're giving big money to these small movies. You know what I mean? And you see the money on the screen on both of them.
I mean, I don't know if PTA is small, but nigga he got Tiana Taylor, fucking what's the nigga name?
Leonardo. But I'm saying that that's where the money went. That's where the money went.
Small motherfuckers in the movie.
Well, I mean, Michael B. Jordan ain't small either.
I mean, you're right, but everybody else is. Shit, but everybody else is small in that motherfucker.
But what I loved about these two movies is that they both kind of talked about two different cultural touch points on the mainstream in two different ways.
Yeah.
Sinners with like the black experience in music and how that connects to like Irish people and black people, and One Battle After Another, obviously like immigration and, you know, biracial kids and, you know, all of that stuff.
You know what's funny, man? I kind of feel like One Battle After Another was a little overrated.
You liked the movie though.
I did, but it gave me Timothy Chalamet vibes. Trying hard. Like trying hard to be down.
I can't, bro.
It was good. I respect your downness, but
oh my!
There's some parts of it I was kind of like side eyeing. I don't like. I don't love the portrayal of black women in that movie, but I think it was good.
But I think that, and you're right. Like I think that conversation about the portrayal of them is why you can love the movie and why you can also be uncomfortable with it, because that's what movies are supposed to do.
Yeah.
Right? It's supposed to be like, I love this or I really like this, but like I have problems with this. Let's have a conversation about it. There aren't enough movies today that like allow you to have that conversation. Sure. And I think this is the only movie this year where like I looked at both sides of the nuanced conversation. And I looked at people who didn't like it, I looked at people who did like it, and I came to the middle and said, well, that's not how I portrayed it or how I read it, but I love a movie that has friction, right? That challenges you and challenges the audience. And that's why personally I feel like it's like the best movie I've seen this year, because like there's that friction where it's like, yo, like as a black person, this is how I felt about how it talked about black women or black children from white parents. You know what I mean? Or seeing the scene with Sensei and the Mexican immigrants going into the thing, like that was emotional for me, because it was like, yo, I got to see it. You know what I mean?
Those parts were I loved. I think it's all just the Leo parts that are kind of like Timothy-ish to me. But I agree. I think there were parts of the movie that I really did love. I love the way I don't know. I just love the way the pace of the story was told.
Yeah.
I think like Paul Thomas Anderson, you're an amazing director. You're one of the greatest ever. And I want to give you the flowers for that. It was just some parts of the themes I was just like, like the nuns. I was like the black nuns. I kind of was just like,
it felt a little like
why y'all growing weed? Like what?
Blaxploitation.
Yeah. Yes. That's it exactly.
Yeah.
Even the fucking the army guy.
Oh, Lockjaw.
Yeah, I didn't like the way he lusted after black women and how that played out.
That's how white niggas be, though.
I mean, that's how they be, but just the way they told that. It's like, if that's how they're going to be, then tell it in a serious way.
Yeah.
Don't tell his story in like a very, like, they didn't tell it in a serious way. To me. Personally, I feel like it was like he was almost like a caricature of what that could have been. That relationship is sometimes.
And I've seen it 2 times in theaters. I've seen it once at home. I think like ultimately, like when people look at Lockjaw, they don't really know how to like receive him. I feel like it was like when I saw Get Out for the first time and people kind of chuckled at like the like some of the scenes, but I was like, are you guys chuckling because it's funny or because you're nervous about like that might be you, or you're nervous about what that's portraying? Like,
I think they were trying to make it a little funny in the way he was, and I just was like, let's not make it funny. Let's tell the story like how you want to tell the story. Let's tell it in a serious way. But
man, that fucking Sensei scene, that whole second act is incredible. That last final, I saw it in IMAX, nigga, when they were going up and down that fucking road. Like that shit is one of the most exhilarating. Like you're at the edge of your seat watching that fucking scene. And I thought Chase Infinity was great.
Yeah, she was great.
Tiana Taylor
she
was
definitely
great.
stole her name from Chase Infinite though.
You think? I thought it was Chase Infinite. When
I don't like how she's telling that story. Like, yeah, my parents just named me. Your parents were for sure so scientific fans, and they stole that man's name.
Well, she said they got it from from Chase Meridian from Batman Forever.
Okay.
And
Chase Infinite, you deserve 200%.
But it's cool to see these 2 movies that are not superhero movies, and I think that's what we saw this year. Like, obviously, Superman did numbers, but like 2 movies at the top of people's conversations that had nothing to do with the IP, had nothing to do with anything, and it's like I want to see in 2026 more original movies take the forefront.
Well, that's why I shout out PTA, and I want to shout out Ryan Coogler too. Mm-hmm. I think you have good directors, writers, guys who like are storytellers, and they're getting their chance. And I love to see that. I think, Sinners wasn't a perfect movie to me. I hate the fucking music scene.
It's so crazy that, and it's always, I hate to say it, it's always white people that love that music scene. I'm sorry.
I hate that music scene.
That music scene, every time I've seen it.
Twerking and Bootsy Collins and niggas turfing. And
when I saw the gang members, I looked at my wife and said, what the fuck is this? And it was funny because like when we first saw Sinners, like there was obviously like that weird point where the first weekend, not a lot of people went out and saw it, and I'm proof to that. Like the first weekend of Sinners, I'm going to go see it in IMAX, and there was nobody in there. There was nobody in that theater. Then when the people found out that it was like not doing well, they was like, we got to go fight for this movie because the white people trying to kill us.
Well, I'll challenge you on that one. I tried to see it in IMAX the first weekend it came out, and I couldn't. I had to see it the second weekend. Now that I think about it, so like. The highest IMAX shit that Ryan Coogler sold us on beforehand, this fucking Oakland accent. I tried to see it like that the first week it came out, and I couldn't find it anywhere. Yeah. But when I did see it, the shit was packed. People were in there.
The second weekend, it was packed. Yeah, the second weekend, it was like, because I remember seeing something else that next weekend, and I was like, oh shit, niggas is really going to go see Sinners this weekend. Because when I saw it the first weekend, I looked behind me. I was like, it's just us in here. We could just kick our feet. Nobody's seeing it. But I think what it was is they stopped. They took it away from being a horror movie. I think that was one of the most, to me, disingenuous readings of that film. It's not a horror movie at all. It's like more really like an action suspense movie. Yeah, there's no horror in it. Like,
I would call it suspense.
There's no horror, and I think a lot of people they tend to look at horror and they're like, ugh. They don't really want to interact with it, and that's why it did the numbers that it did, in my opinion. And then the next weekend they were like, oh no, this is a blockbuster. And I'm like,
whatever Get Out was categorized as, that should be what this was.
It was a horror movie.
Get Out was a horror. Get Out wasn't horror to me.
That's what it was. It was contained as a horror movie. There was horror elements to Get Out.
I mean, I think it was in Sinners too. It was like vampires and shit.
There wasn't nothing really like. It wasn't gory. It wasn't like you know the shit I watched.
Either though. That's what I'm saying.
I'm like, I
mean, Get Out wasn't either. That's why I said it's comparable when I think about the films. It's like
I don't know.
Like shit. I mean,
I think Jordan Peele make a better horror movie than Ryan Coogler did.
Does he? I don't know.
Yes, I think he did.
Okay. I mean, maybe he does, yeah, because I don't think Ryan Coogler was a horror movie guy.
No, but I
think those are very similar movies.
Yes.
And themes and what they are.
I commend Ryan Coogler because I said this when it came out. He made this movie like he felt like he wasn't about to make another one. He put a lot of ideas in this movie to a point where it got an end credit scene like a Marvel movie. I'm like, yo.
Oh, yeah, it does. Yeah.
I'm like, is you about to make a sequel to this shit?
I watched that shit on TikTok. Shout out to TikTok. TikTok is the app of the future.
You said about to watch this end credit scene on a shaky.
I missed it.
Shaky.
I left because I didn't know it was an end credit scene.
Oh my god, bro! It's like literally 3 seconds into the credits and it comes on.
I know that movie as soon as it ended. I mean, but that's just my thing on movies. Like, I'm the first one out the seat.
That's crazy. Yeah. That's crazy.
I be thinking, I don't know. Anything happen in the movie theater nowadays.
Like what?
What happens in movie theaters? What happened when the niggas was watching Batman?
No, Josh, shut the fuck up. That was 15 years ago.
All right.
Oh, my God. All right. Before we get out of here, so 3 quick questions. What do you think was an overrated moment of 2025?
Ooh, overrated moment of 2025. Man, I got one that come to mind, but I don't really want to say.
Okay. Well, what's the second best one?
Let me look
It could be from the list. It could be from the list too.
I got a good one that comes to mind, but I don't even want to get into that.
Will I hate it, or will people get mad at you for saying it?
People gonna get mad, man. You know what it is? It was just not overrated, but overused. Yeah. Was the Jet 2 holiday meme.
Oh yeah, you couldn't.
People were using that shit for everything.
You couldn't escape it.
It was a good one though. That was a good one.
Most underrated pick from the list. What would you feel like people are gonna underrate when they see this, or they won't think of it as like a big kind of moment that you felt as though it's bigger?
Man, you know what? I just want to shout out my guy. Speaking of TikTok, Hungry for Munchies.
I never seen it.
He's a TikTok and IG creator. He just goes around Los Angeles trying food. This guy's a superstar. He needs to show he is like he's not Filipino. It's funny. I just found out. I think he's just like black and Asian of some sort. He needs to be like the new Guy Fieri. Like he has catchphrases, sauce it down, you do too much. Like he is great. Do praise before he takes a bite. He is amazing. And anybody I show him to, they fall in love. So I want to Hungry for Munchies, shout him
underrated.
Out. Super underrated. I think he is going to have a big 26.
What won't age well by 2026?
Something from the list or just?
Yes, something from the list or something in general.
Wow, what won't age well? It's a hard one, man. I feel like this list is like really comprehensive. Really has a lot of things here.
What won't age well? I'm looking at it too.
I think you know what I think when I think it won't age well. I think of things like it might not be remembered in time, and that's why I wanted to make a book and just do all these things. Yeah. I look at like the T app.
Yeah,
like that was only here for this year.
Tea and spill.
Yeah, but that was a thing. Like T app, I was on the T app multiple times. Shout out to me.
You know what's crazy is you being on that app, you getting it, and then you saying, "I want to see what people are saying about me." Yeah, and then it not being really that. It's not that bad.
They was just making up lies.
Then somebody said, like, "This motherfucker's cocky as shit."
Yeah, it was honestly, it was like someone just like making up shit about me on there. I was like, oh,
I never really saw you as being cocky like that.
Yeah, though. I don't think not even just the cockiness. Someone was like, oh, like it was a lot of made up shit on there.
Yeah, that's what they all say.
No, it was honestly, I was like kind of surprised. I'm like, who is this?
Oh my god.
T app, I think will be forgotten. What the helly? Rob 49.
Yeah, that's already forgotten. I feel like yeah.
Damn. This is a good list, man. I'm just looking at it, man.
I can't think of it. I'm looking at it. Well, you said kind of already, like the firing your manager, small executive thing. I don't know if that'll age well either.
Yeah. I think that will. I think more people would do that. I think that's gonna be the thing. Until
it fucks somebody up.
Yeah.
Like pretty much like aura farming will definitely not age well in 2026. I'm already tired of aura farming.
I think caviar is gonna go out. People gotta stop acting like they like caviar.
I'll never act like I like caviar. That shit stinks.
It's cool, but it ain't what people hype it up to.
Did you have caviar in Barcelona?
I didn't. No.
I heard it's really good out there.
Yeah.
But
Barcelona food was nasty, by the way.
I had a good burger out there. But again, it's a burger. You can't really fuck a burger up. But I want to once again thank you guys for watching and listening to the list. Thank you, Josh, for being here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And hopefully we do this more in 2026.
Yeah, no, we should, man. The lights are bright. I'm getting used to them.
Yeah. That's why he's wearing the sunglasses. You guys are going to see the thumbnail. You're going to be like, why the fuck is he wearing sunglasses? And Josh said, that's my new shit.
Yeah, I'm on my Stevie Wonder shit.
He don't see you niggas.
Yeah.
And we don't see you niggas either. I want to thank everybody for checking out the list. It's on Josh's Instagram right now. Obviously, thank everybody on Patreon who dropped the $5 to get this episode today.
Yep.
And thank you guys for listening to the show. 2026 is going to be huge.
Yes.
We have Throw Blacks coming up. Purple Haze, Cameron. Make sure you listen to that. It's going to be good. Did you listen to the Ether?
No, I haven't listened to that one. I haven't listened to that one because it's like a long one.
It's like 2 hours and 30
minutes. Yeah, I haven't listened to that one yet.
That's one of our best ones. That's what we did last month. This month we're doing Cameron Purple Haze. It's going to be another lengthy episode, so make sure you check that out before the end of the year on BlkPrint.
That deserves a pause. I'm sorry. Because you're talking about Purple Haze. You said lengthy.
Lengthy episode. I made sure to say lengthy episode.
I just wanted to just...
All right, man. Anyway, thank you guys for listening. We'll see you guys in like a week. or less. Peace.